There's a great line in the book Gilead by Marilynne Robinson, in which the narrator describes being stopped in his tracks and being taken out of his thoughts by the sight and sound of acorns falling in a tumult from the trees. I've never witnessed something quite like that, but I still remember having to pause and watch the first time that I really noticed the trees at the edge of a forest swaying back and forth, and the sound of the branches as they clacked against each other. That's still a scene that will take me out of whatever I'm preoccupied with. That state of being that is just quiet, appreciative, and simple in nature is what many people would call mystical, using a contemporary definition, which is different from the definition that the Urantia book uses. Mysticism to most people is not so focused on an explanation of things, so much as just a general appreciation of existence, a witness of the divine interconnectedness of all things. That's really beautiful. That's really peaceful. It's something that I hope you make time for. Jesus impressed upon his apostles the great value of beauty as an influence leading to the urge to worship, especially with children. He preferred to commune with the Heavenly Father amidst the trees and among the lowly creatures of the natural world. He rejoiced to contemplate the Father through the inspiring spectacle of the starry realms. But at the end of the day, Jesus still had to go back to camp. We still have to go back to whatever is happening in our lives. It's easy to feel that sense of peace while sitting quietly in a forest, but life, daily life, isn't that easy. Back in the book Gilead, the narrator describes the shift from life on earth to heavenly existence, and how we'll look back on our time here. He says, "I can't believe that when we have all been changed and put on incorruptibility, we will forget our fantastic condition of mortality and impermanence. In eternity, this world will be Troy, and all that passed here will be the epic of the universe, the ballad they sing in the streets. The world will be Troy." When I overlay my Urantia perspective on that line, I do not take it to mean that everything will end in loss, but that our lives here are filled with challenges. And if we face these challenges of morality, insecurity, inequality, the list goes on, those experiences will be worthy of song. The Urantia book reminds us of that as well. What an adventure! What a romance! True it is, you mortals are of earthly animal origin. Your frame is indeed dust. But if you actually will, if you really desire, surely the heritage of the ages is yours. That sounds great. I love lines like that. But I've hiked up mountains before. I know, and you know, that not every moment of an adventure is magical. Not every moment contains those clacking branches and falling acorns. So how do we get through the uphill climbs of our lives and not just get by okay, but actually utilize divinity to actively pull values from those climbs? Whatever you want to call your practice of connecting to God, mystical, contemplative, worshipful, that is what helps you to see the divine purpose of your progressive development, to help you see how your worshipful practice and your active engagement with life and your maturing self are all interconnected. And the thing is, it is not something that is driven by reason, though it is reasonable. The interconnectedness is just a deep inner knowing. I'm going to say it again. Worship, active engagement in life, and the maturing self are all interconnected. Take some time for worship before you head back into your day.